Hey, what's up, family? Yeah, I'm gonna do this video for a lot of people out there, especially a lot of people that's on public assistance, stuff like that. And a lot of y'all be having the same question because I had it asked to me quite a few times when I did used to rent properties. So therefore, I'm gonna title this video, Section 8 Vouchers. Why so many landlords refuse to take them? It's a real simple answer. Well, it's more complex than the person asking the question will want to understand, because they say, well, that's not me. But here's the answer why so many landlords refuse to take those Section 8 vouchers. Or, you may have a church charity. You may have some type of other welfare program, because I remember we had another one. I forgot what it was called. Maybe it'll come to me later. But these are subsidies. And I've used that word before, subsidy, in another one of my videos where I went more in definition about what a subsidy is. In this video right here called, I Don't Need a Man. Check it out. Trust me. I explain what a subsidy is and what a commodity is. But anyway, let's get back to the point. Why so many landlords refuse to take Section 8 vouchers? Because from the possible tenant perspective, they're saying, I don't understand why this landlord don't take my Section 8 voucher. He's getting, or he or she, the landlord's getting their money. They don't got to worry about getting paid. The government is paying them. Now remember, like I said, what is a subsidy? A subsidy is grant money. Grant, remember, the difference between a loan and a grant. A grant you don't have to pay back. A loan you have to pay back. It is money that is granted to a person or business that helps them out for something they have to pay, but at a lower rate. So they give them money in order to pay for the necessities they need. So, like I said, from a tenant's perspective, they are really looking at it and saying, I'm calling this place, that place, this place, that place, and this landlord, all these landlords keep turning me down saying they don't take it. But I don't understand. His rent is, let's say his rent is $1,500 a month. The Section 8 is covering the $1,500. They're going to give him his money. I don't understand why they're not taking my Section 8 voucher. It's a real simple answer. And that answer is not particularly the answer a lot of you tenants want to hear. And that answer is because it's been so many other people on Section 8 when that landlord or maybe his other partners, someone like myself, we actually have rented to a Section 8 tenant. And you're right, the money is guaranteed, but it's almost 85 to 94% chance it's going to come with trouble. It's going to come with problems. And you go, and now let's go back to the tenant. So the tenant would say, yeah, but that's not me. Guess what? It's unfortunate. As landlords, we have all heard that before. I'm not like that. You give me a chance. I promise you I won't do this. I know. Have you seen some of these horror pictures? Let me show you. Look, this is the pictures of Section 8 voucher tenants. This is how they leave the place. They tear your place up. Because what it comes down to, you got to remember, anytime funds are given to a person and they don't actually earn it, they're not going to respect your property. Even when you was a kid, think about or your kids. When you give your kids money, don't they blow it like it's no tomorrow? But if you make your kid go cut the grass, wash the dishes, clean up the house, go wash the car, go to the store and get this. If you make them earn it, they don't spend that money so quick. Am I not right? Because see, when they gotta earn it, they like, nah, man, I had to earn this, man. I ain't gonna be spending this all quick, man. I gotta earn this again if I spend it up quick. They more careful. And that's how a Section 8 voucher potential tenant is. The money is granted to them. It's given to them. Excuse me. That's why so many horror stories of Section 8 tenants. They move into a place and they promise you they're going to be the greatest tenant. They promise you they come with no problems. In most cases, not all, but in most cases, it'd be this young woman with her 2 or 3 kids, let's just say. So let's go with 3 kids, right? It'd be a young woman with her 3 kids. So that's 4 people, right? But when the landlord comes back, he finds out it's 10 people living in the place. There's always a heavy flow of traffic. He see the front porch is cluttered with crap. He see one of the windows busted. All of a sudden, the doorbell is broken. The banister is broken. There's junk all in the front yard. If he do a walkthrough, now he see you infested my place with bugs. You're just tearing the place up and don't care. And now that real person comes forth. It's just like in a relationship. This is a relationship too. You ever notice when you meet somebody and you like this girl or you like that guy, they're always on time. They're always respectful. They say all the right things in the beginning. But once you're with them for a while, the real person come up. It's like you're really just meeting their representative. And that's what it is with a lot of Section 8 vouchers. This is not to demoralize them at all, because there's a small percentage of Section 8 vouchers that's tenants that actually are good tenants. They actually really need and want, they actually really want and need the help. But it's so bad. It's so bad to understand it's so large a margin of people that make it bad for the small margin of people that are good ones. So real simply put, to a lot of people out there, especially you Section 8 vouchers people, you say, why the landlord will not take my Section 8 voucher when they get their money? Yes, they will get their money, but they also will get headaches that come with it. And sometimes, not more than all, temporary. Yeah, it's another one from welfare. It's called temporary rental assistance, something like that. Even that, those are not forever. See, a lot of times these tenants, they get in your place and the welfare contact you and they'll say, yeah, we're going to pay their rent for 6 months, 9 months, 1 year. But after that, they actually send you a month in advance notice saying, after this month, we're no longer paying for them. So you got to make do with whatever necessary paperwork you do if they're going to pay or to get them out of it because we're no longer paying. They will give you hell. That tenant will give you hell. They like, we're not leaving out. You got to take me to court. Now you got a long process to go with this. And you know, I've always said this to most people. Yes, there's money to make in real estate. But the only thing that's worse than a bad tenant is the doggone court system. Court system telling you how a person and how long they can stay at your place. They done broke your lease, 3 people on the lease. They got 8 people staying there. You said no dogs, no pets. They got a whole bunch of dogs and stuff all in the yard, feces around and everything. And this court system sit there and tell you, oh, well, they'll clean it up. And, well, they could pay today. We know they behind, but they could pay today. The court system will tell you all that nonsense. But if that's the case, let them stay in the courthouse then. If you're going to sit here and tell me how I can run my house when I'm doing stuff legit, they breaking every rule, then let those tenants stay in the courthouse. See, you know why? Because the courthouse will not tolerate it. But they want landlords to tolerate this nonsense. Let me tell you something, another hidden story about Section 8. A lot of people always got this misconception that when you mention Section 8, it's in a very impoverished area. It's in a projects area. It's in a very ghetto, violent area that's real dilapidated. People always just got that assumption. Although there's a large margin of that, yes, but it's not 100%. Let me tell you something. Would you believe there are a lot of Section 8 vouchers tenants that live in affluent neighborhoods? Yes, one family home neighborhoods. The very neighborhood that you or your family member owns a house in that very nice neighborhood. And you know, the guy or the woman that lives down the street there that you thought they owned their house, no, they renting it. And not only are they renting it, they doing it through a Section 8 voucher. But here's the ugly side of it. You don't hear this because we always try to associate, well, not we, society tries to always associate Section 8 vouchers with poverty areas. But like I said, it will blow your mind. You will find that there are plenty of Section 8 vouchers living in that very nice neighborhood on a Section 8 voucher. It's just you don't hear about it often. But you'll find out about it if you knew someone that worked in the welfare department. If you knew someone that worked in the Section 8 department, you'll find these things out. I found them out, let's say my wife was out. Remember your doctor? I'll give you another prime example. I remember your doctor told you many years ago, this is a wonderful guy, wonderful doctor. He said to you many years ago, because I had switched from one job to another, and for a brief moment, we didn't have insurance. And I remember your doctor said to you, because you went and told him, honestly, said, look, we don't have insurance for this short period, but my insurance is going to kick in another month and a half from now. And the doctor told you, he said, listen, he said, I'll tell you what, you've been with me so many years. I tell you what, just keep coming, just pay the regular co-payment and we'll be fine. I'll take care of the rest. you know, and when your insurance kick in, we'll kick it from that point, no problem. He said, but look, let me tell you this. I don't know if you're on welfare. It was almost like he was talking to you, but he was whispering. He said, I don't know if you're on welfare, you're getting medicated, anything. And my wife said, no, of course not. He said, well, look, I just want to let you know, I don't know if you're applying for that or not. He said, I actually take Medicaid, but I don't advertise it. He said, believe me when I tell you, a lot of these elderly women that come in here, elderly white women, he said, a lot of them that come in, they're on Medicaid, welfare. He said, but I don't advertise it. And remember, my wife was like, really? And he said, yeah, because if I advertise it, my office will get flooded. And I don't want that. I like the nice, pristine area I live in, nice, affluent area we're in. He said, I have a nice, steady flow of patients, and it's nice. I like to keep it that way. He said, so just to let you know, if you're thinking about getting on Medicaid, I do take it, but I just don't advertise. And then he ended with this. Remember back, he admitted to you. He said, but don't tell nobody I'm telling you this. Now, I hate to say, we're not going to say that doctor name because you don't know who he is. But this touches on welfare, subsidies. Remember what a subsidy is. It is grant money. It is money that is granted to a person or business to help pay for their necessities. They don't have to pay it back. But ultimately, I wanted to just answer that question to her. Because I remember I had one young girl, she called me. She wanted the apartment. And I told her where it was at, this and that. She's like, oh man, this is wonderful. This is right where I need it. My kid's school is not far from there. You know, and the little part-time job I work is, oh man, this would be wonderful. Can I come by and see the place? And I said, of course, this and that. So she came by, this and that. We did the pre-qualification application fee. We don't even charge $25. But anyway, afterwards, she said, because she didn't say none of this on the phone. Then when after everything is done, she said, do you take Section 8? And I said, oh, wow. I said, look, I'm sorry, but no, I do not take Section 8. And right away, it was like I popped the balloon and let all the air out. You could see it on her face, hear it in her voice. She just was like depleted. She's like, oh, this is so depressing. I mean, I really don't understand. Why? Look, I hope I'm not bothering. She said, could you please just tell me? I've been filling out so many applications, calling so many landlords, and I keep getting turned down because they keep saying you don't take the Section 8. You guys are gonna get your money. I don't understand. Well, she said, she was really about to break down. She said, could you please explain to me if it's not too much, why don't you guys take the Section 8 vouchers when you're gonna get paid? And I told her, I said, look, I said, I'm glad you're asking that question. I said, just calm down. Eventually you'll find something. Unfortunately, I don't, but I'll answer that question for you. Maybe to help prepare you for someone that does or probably maybe wiggle away for you to get it. I said, the reason why a lot of landlords don't take it because there's so many people we have went through trial and error with the ones that we have taken it with. And it's almost like a 90 to 95% chance our place get destroyed. We get headaches. They don't want to move when their voucher runs out. It's just headaches from the top to the bottom. And then right away, like I said earlier in the video, the girl said, but I'm not like that. And I said, you know what, ma'am, that's why I'm glad we actually having this conversation because this is no insult to you. All them tenants that ruin a lot of these landlords' properties, they say the same exact thing. I'm not like that. I won't do that to you. I promise. I'm clean. I keep the place clean. I won't be a problem. You could come anytime and check. They all say the same thing. And almost 100% of the time, when the landlord comes to the place is in shambles. Like these horrible pictures here. And so that's why, simply put, a lot of landlords go, I'm not taking Section 8. Because why? We say, I'd rather have a tenant who works a job, like I told you about the little kids. When you make your kid earn their money, they don't spend it so quick. But when you just give a kid money, your kid, when you just give a kid money, they blow the money like it's no tomorrow. And that's how a lot of landlords look at it like that. They say, I'd rather have a tenant who works a job and earns their money because they're going to respect your property because they have to pay for it. They have to earn the money to live here. But when the money is just given to them through a grant, a subsidy, they don't respect their property. They talk all the great talk all you want. And you know what? At the end of that conversation, because I kept it very respectful, I just explained to her every detail that she wanted to know. She just, she said thank you. And I said, maybe it'll help you in your next venture for property or something like that. But now you know. And on that note, subscribe, share, like, and comment. Peace.